The Morgan Report with David Morgan. Discover how to build and protect your wealth at themorganreport.com.
David Morgan of themorganreport.com for the week ending 4 May 2024. And away we go. So here we are, another month goes by. And I just want to point out that we're trying something new here with a consultation with yours truly. There's a lot going on in this sector, as we all know. And of course, gold and silver have definitely caught a bid and they're moving up. It looks like they're going to retrace. And we filled the gap in the chart on silver on Friday. It was intraday, as I explained, might be the case, and came back up from there. It is way too early to say that we're going to continue higher. Although if it's a very strong market, which it could well be, then we might see silver continue to work its way higher from here. Regardless, the gap's been filled, so we're going to continue onward and upward over the longer term. So it is publishing weekend for the premium members. And in this issue, we have several things over here, as it says over on the right side here. When will gold and silver miners start believing in their product? Many of us have argued over time about why these companies don't realize they're mining money, and there's lots of reasons. We go into that. I make some notes at the end. Basically, some of them just don't believe in the whole theory that gold and silver are money. Some of the miners are in that persuasion. There's others that know it but can't do it because they're bank financed. And there's several reasons. One thing that the author didn't know, and TMR members do know, is that my go-to best of the best in the top tier was a company called Gold Corp. Rob McEwen ran that company. You can look it up. And they did take gold off of out of their production and set it to the side. It was a real win-win situation. I love that company and the way it was structured. Spoke with Rob McEwen about it early on in the cycle when we had that 12-year bull market in gold, and asked him why he thought no one else was doing that. Regardless, it's a good read. Continuing on, the next is the silver squeeze is still on. The war premium could drive gold prices higher. Outer limits of the global minefield. This is an in-depth look at the global geopolitical picture and what's really going on behind the scenes. Most viewers have just watched this weekly update, are familiar with most of this, although there's some mention in there. It's the new member, contributor to the Morgan Report, Peter Pham, pretty famous, has written some books, a lot of very high net worth types. The big hedge fund manager types pay attention to what this guy says. Now he's a contributor to the Morgan Report. Deep value mid-tier producers, we have two in there. One's in Indonesia, so it's probably going to always have a discount, but these are some pretty good to look at. The blockchain brief with a little bit of emphasis on what the editorial was about last month on Bitcoin and the exponential function, covering the precious metals, letters to the editor, and our asset allocation portfolio, which is top tier, mid-tier, junior producers, and pure rank speculations. So this will be published probably by the end of this day. It's always due the first Monday of every month, and that happens to be the 6th of May this month. It's not on the number one, it's not on the first, it's on the first Monday. So that'll be out for our premium members. And just a quick update on silversunrise.tv. We just finished filming our interview with Foster Gamble of Thrive fame. He had some kind words to say about the professionalism of the crew and the questions that were asked, and he actually alluded that it's very important what we're doing here or trying to achieve for the benefit of mankind, really. Again, you that watch me faithfully know, I mean, I truly believe that the main control mechanism is through the money powers. Of course, they own the media and the propaganda press and all that goes into it. And most of you don't need to hear much more about that. You're familiar with it. But this is a counter to all of that nonsense that flood us with their social engineering. So it feels very good that that one's accomplished. More to go. Ed Griffin has been already filmed. And I want to interview Ed just on general principles and also maybe talk about his role in the film a little bit. But so we're getting there. These things are they take a while. It's a step-by-step process, but we're on our way. So I'm going to leave it there. Keep this one short and sweet. Wish everyone a happy Cinco de Mayo if that's what you're inclined to do. And if not, have a great weekend regardless. And I'll be back with you next week with another weekly perspective. David Morgan from themorganreport.com.
What if I told you that you could go broke in less than 24 hours? That's how long it took for the Dow Jones Industrial Average to plunge by nearly 22%, losing investors billions overnight. The same happened to the FTX crypto exchange and Terra Luna stablecoin. Both crashed overnight, losing crypto investors billions. You need a strategy that will protect whatever amount of savings you have now. We are going to witness the greatest transfer of wealth that has ever occurred in recorded history, and you must understand the following. You can absolutely go broke in one day. We've been helping subscribers weather this economic mess for years. Now it's time for you to get the same insights. What really happens during a major collapse is that the wealth changes hands. You will actually benefit by looking ahead and knowing exactly how to build and preserve your wealth. Putting just 10% or 20% of your wealth into our approach could make all the difference in your financial security and peace of mind over the next few years. Discover the Morgan Report today. Visit our site at themorganreport.com.